Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Sorry, guys. Woo! How's everybody doing? Thank you very much for joining me. I'll say I'm having technical difficulties with this whole YouTube thing. I need to spend a little more time on figuring out how to set up lives and how to convert it. I guess I won't waste too much time every morning, but it's just not as easy as I thought it would be. And I hope the internet connectivity is doing well. On the DSL line this morning, had a problem with the cell. So hopefully everybody's okay. And I'll even say, I don't know if anybody's able to chat. I understand chat was not working yesterday, and it appears like it's not working today either. Unless my entire audience is really quiet. So the people who are out there, thank you very much for joining. Let's see, let's get a little more. Woo, it's a beautiful morning. A lot to talk about. I'm going to talk about market cap on sports cards. I'm going to talk about, reflect on some of the videos I saw yesterday, Monday night videos. Talk about select football. Going to talk about tops and Top Shot updates as well. So we'll hit on all that. Let me go ahead and start by taking a look at what's going on around the hobby in Sports Collectors Daily. I did see hey, you know what? We've got minor league baseball this year. That's a pretty exciting thing. I don't know about you if you go to minor league baseball. I haven't been in years, but I can't wait to go this year because I guess I feel starved from sports. Also, I want to support the minor league teams. You know, they had nothing last year. So if you have a chance and your minor league teams are playing, I do recommend get out there, go see them. What's really cool too about minor league teams is it's a very friendly environment to get autographs. So you can go get, take some cards, some Bowman prospects, some paper cards. Paper cards are my favorite to take there. I'm not worried as much about them, and let them give you an autograph and stuff. So check that out if you have a local minor league team in your area. Big fan of the minor league teams. So that is something that's definitely on my radar. Let's see what else. Nothing else big in the hobby news. Some auction information. I'm not going to go into that. They talked about Trevor Lawrence. We discussed that yesterday. So nothing that I see. Oh, LeBron E-Top's rookie upside down logo error. That was interesting story. I didn't really get into that. I've had enough LeBron right now. And just because nothing negative, just his cards and everything and his moments, it's pretty high. So not surprised by any of that. Let's go ahead then and jump into my next topic. And that is select football. So select football is out. A friend of mine asked me the other day what my thoughts were of select football. And he showed me a video clip of a guy who was talking about select football and how this year is pretty special. It's got a lot of color. And how do I say this? I will say this. Every time I've watched a break of select football, I've seen a lot of what we would call value in the box. I'm hesitant here because I feel like it's fake value. And it's not fake value because you can make real money off it. So Ziggy, it's not fake value. It's just short-term value. What am I talking about? Well, Select is no surprise, probably the shiniest product I've seen ever. In the blasters, and I have not seen a lot of the hobby, but in the blasters, the Select cellos, I hear there's mega boxes coming out. Right there in itself, there is a ton of Select retail. I mean, just a ton of Select retail football. And every time I see somebody open a blaster, there's a quarterback. Like, I don't think you can open a blaster and not hit a quarterback. Um, I don't think, uh, tell me if I'm wrong. I'm sure there's got to be one or two, but you got to be noticing that there are just tons and tons and tons of color. I saw a guy yesterday open one. He got a courtside silver Herbert. I think right now it's selling for $700. So that craze is driving up that market, right? When you can pull a Burrow or Tua, a Herbert, there's lots of variations, right? You got the courtside and the concourse and the field level and a lot of color. Seems to be a lot of value. My concern when I watch that product, all I think to myself is, yep, Panini, you did it. That if you followed my channel and listen to what I've talked about, I talk about how back in the day, and I mentioned this yesterday about how Panini got the license. Back in the day, when Panini came out, they knew they had to make valuable content in the valuable content in the sports card around basketball, and they did that through relics and autos. And many people for many, many years, like if you take out all the noise, the core collector will tell you there's no value in shiny, right? Just because people are chasing silver prisms, we allowed that to happen, I guess, in the community. People kind of accepted it. But then next thing you know, everybody had silver. It's like silver spread faster in the hobby than COVID did last year. Think about that. Silver, just the whole term silver prism, spread across the hobby faster than COVID. It's in silver prisms. We got a little road work going on down my, you're going to hear a truck driving by. Sorry about that. And I remember listening to some great, conversations about how to make a product. And a product's value is really determined by what is put in the product, right? Primarily the autographs, the rookie class autographs, the relics. And yes, short prints and certain things are valuable from that rookie class. But when you make a product where basically every card is shiny, then shiny's not going to be valuable. And what I think is interesting right now is there's so much shiny in select football, and so many people are sending it off for fast grading PSA. I'm curious to see how the comps are. In my opinion, I think it's smart. If I were to pull a silver Herbert field level, yes, I probably would fast grade it. It's not my style to be going for profit, but if I was looking for profit, I would fast grade it. I say that because I do have a mellow silver prism, but I have no interest in fast grading that, right? Which is kind of ironic, but I'll say that's probably because the collector in me has no interest in trying to sell at the highest amount. The collector in me wants to say I have a silver prism mellow from 2021, several years from now. So I'd like to keep that card. Also, I'll admit the centering's terrible, so it's not going to PSA 10. If it did PSA 10 and someone's going to offer me a lot of money for it, I'd probably be challenged to not take the money too. I wonder what your thoughts are on football. And I'll tell you where this really goes is, what are you hearing from your breakers? What are you hearing from the people who are selling you the product? Are they telling you this is a great product? Man, it's awesome. Or are they telling you skeptically, there's a lot of hits in there, but if I was you, I'd move them fast, right? Because that's the honest thing to tell you, right? There are a lot of value in the select product, but I would probably sell it fast. Personally, I can't stand selling raw. So maybe there's another reason I'm not into ripping my select boxes right now. I can't explain it, but I don't like selling raw. I don't want to deal with raw sales. And right now, I also think there's going to be a flood of raw color in the select product. Here's another quick question. Have you seen any autographs in select retail yet? I have not. I'm sure they're out there, but I just haven't seen them. And I'm curious, when they are out there, are they sticker or are they on card? I'm going to assume they're sticker because it's retail. But again, if I look at select and what select used to be the on card rookie card, right? It was like you got Prism for like your rookie cards and you got no stickers, but you got an auto. And select was like the upgrade hobby on card auto. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen there. And don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not hating on select. Look, as I've said to many people, I don't like draft. I wouldn't want to hold draft products years from now, but you can make money on draft in the next few weeks, next few months, right? Same thing with select. I thought to myself, do I want to hold a select blaster for the future? Because this is the first year that select was a hobby product. I might. I might. I'm curious what the value of it will be. Like, did we peak out at $150, $200 when it first came out? Will it ever hit those amounts again? These are kind of things I'm thinking about when I think about select football. And it does appear like my chat is not working because I see no one in the chat. But I got 8 people up here and a thumbs up. So I need to get this fixed, guys. I'm going to look at this tonight and figure out how I get things a little better tomorrow. I will say, too, if you're listening, pay attention. My goal probably is to start, I'm going to say 8:15-ish. It seems like getting started at 8's challenging because I'll tell you, here's what happens, to be honest with you. I get everything set up, and then I turn on SportsCenter. SportsCenter's running in the background, and 8 o'clock they do all kind of the beginning of all the big stories, and I'm sitting there, watching it. On that, how many people watched the Warriors Pelicans game last night on ESPN2? And did you enjoy the whole Marvel thing? Was it fun? Did you like it? I thought it was kind of cool. I mean, it was really pointless because, Curry's the beast. Zion had a great game. I think he did pretty well. But I did like the Marvel thing. And the whole time I'm watching it, all I'm thinking to myself is, I want an NFT of this. I want a Stephen Curry NFT of him, morphing into a superhero. I just thought that was pretty cool. That's the NFT in my mind. But I did like that. I also like the way they did the gameplay where you had the 3 players. I could see more of that. It's kind of a daily fantasy, right? Let's be honest. It's a daily fantasy model where they create their own scoring, and you got it right there. In fact, I'm sure guys were probably betting last night on who the player was going to be, and I'm sure Curry had high odds. Anybody know if that's the case? Did Vegas pick that up? I hear they're going to do more of those as well, which again, I'm kind of cool with that. I'll ask my kids what their thoughts are. Did they find that interesting? Was it annoying? Was it funny? Anyway, that's my thoughts on select. So if you ask me about select football, my comments are, hey, if you get it, rip it, flip it. And not mean flip it like to make the most profit, but probably make your money and move on. I am curious if you are grading select. Let me know. Leave a comment below. Like I said, one friend who's grading courtside silver Herbert. I did see a beautiful number to 25 select rookie. It was a defensive lineman, which has made me cry. I'm thinking to myself, how the hell do they put that card in here? Defensive lineman, number 25. If that was one of the autographs, it would have been a huge card. It was beautiful. I also did see there's, I guess, some zebra print, right, or checkerboard in some of the retail. So there are some huge potential in that retail, which, again, I guess is what's driving it up. Next thing I want to talk about real quickly, let's do a recap on yesterday. So yesterday, a couple of videos that I watched that I really enjoyed. Jennifer Topshot did another quick update video, which I'm a big fan of listening to her stuff. I like her stuff because it's concise, to the point. She gives you valuable information about, what the value of the Topshot cards are. Last night, Flipping Steve is on. I have to make a note that on Mondays, it's Flipping Steve night. So join that. What I really like about his channel and his show, first of all, Steve's one of the, I don't know, just down-to-earth guys I've ever met. And the man is just deep in knowledge. Which reminds me, I was looking back last night on some of my early videos, and I'll start reflecting on these as we hit the year mark. But I think on May 24th, I did my first video where I talked about Flipping Steve's channel. And I swear to God, and maybe I'll show you this in a video, I think he had 64 followers then. He currently has thousands right now. I forget his number. I don't really pay attention to how many. I kind of look to see where you are. Did you break the 1,000 or not? But just exciting to see his growth in under a year. Just amazing. But do like listening to that channel. And 2 things I'll say I like about it. First of all, I like the fact he answers questions. And the second thing I like is that the chat itself is very helpful. Like, you can ask people in the chat stuff. Steve isn't monitoring chat to make sure you're not talking to other people. He's very friendly. He says, hey, you want to promote something? Go ahead and post it in here. Be respectful. Don't say rude things. He's just a very laid back guy. And I run into some great people in his chat. So I think he had over 100 and something people in that live last night. He does run it long. I mean, it's normally about a 2-hour live, which I do typically turn it on, and I'll run it in the background while I'm doing other things, or, editing videos or whatever it might be. But I really enjoy Flipping Steve's live on Monday nights. I'll make a note of that. And hopefully we'll all be able to join him next week. Trying to think what else was big yesterday around the hobby as far as, here's another one. Here's another one that came to me. I came across a website, a YouTube channel called Step Back Sports Cards. I swear I've seen this guy's stuff. Apparently I didn't subscribe to it. I just subscribed yesterday or today. And here's what blows me out. He's doing a video on a tool called card hedges. Card hedges. A card hedger. And I will drop the link below. Card hedger. And as you know, I'm not affiliated with these companies. I don't get paid by them. This isn't a commercial or sponsorship. This is a wow, I found this. Card Hedge appears to be a card ladder market mover competitor. It looks like they started like last year in June. No, April 27th, 2020. I didn't even know they were around. I have never heard of these guys. How does that happen? And the reason I say I want to see more of this competition, more opportunities and solutions. I can't wait for Slab Stocks, who's talked about theirs since the summer. They're going to be coming out with it. I'm looking forward to that. Real quickly, and I'll drop a link. I have not used Card Hedge. If you have used it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. It's got a free 7-day trial. I'll probably try that. Unlimited access, mobile site access, manage your portfolio dashboard, all pricing data. And the price is $19 a month. It looks like they have an annual subscription as well. I don't see pricing on that. But has anybody heard of them? Right. I just like, again, like I said, I like seeing competition in the market. That's where I'll talk about new grading companies, man. I'll talk about breakers. I like competition. I am a American capitalist. I'll talk about controls we could have in place, but if we can do it in the market itself through competition, I think that's better, right? Man, I'm really bummed my chat is not working because I'd love some feedback. And I'm sure you guys are there going, oh, yeah, I've heard of Card Hedges or never heard of them before. So check them out. I'd love to get your feedback. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of one of the tools out there. So more options we can find, the better. I'll just leave it at that. What else from yesterday did I find? Fine. Nothing. Well, that's not true. I found a lot of other stuff, but that's what I wanted to highlight to you and get your attention on the radar. I did see that Pittsburgh had the Pure Grading guys, Pure Graded X on last night. I did see some other good content that was dropped the other day. A lot of some updates, some weekly updates, it looks like. I did like, there was another video by BenchClear who did 2021 and beyond. What I found interesting about this, again, I say it's kind of so that I do suspect a correction in the market. They're calling for a pretty big correction. But what he did really point out is the impact of the supply chain. And I will tell you, that's bigger than people realize. For many of us in the United States, COVID hit and we went along, like toilet paper is the one thing you remember being out of. But the reality is there's a lot of other staple items that we're going to start feeling the pinch on now that the supply chain's really feeling that pinch, right? For example, I've heard chlorine tablets are hard to find for pools, right? Top loaders are very hard to find. Some of the chromium material to make the cards is hard to find. This is interesting. Could actually cause Panini to slow down the printers, man. But I did like BenchClear's video on that. Great insights. I also love their comments on the correction and what they suspect is coming. I'm not going to say I totally agree, but I love what they're talking about. Okay, next thing I'm going to walk into talk about is market caps, and then I'm going to close with some NFT conversation. So again, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate this. We are going to get this chat working because I want this to be more interactive. What is a card market cap? Boy, every time I hear this, to me, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I'd like to get your thoughts. What do you think about when people talk about the market cap of a sports card? When you hear a viewer say, what is a sports card market cap? Or the market cap method? Or you see the market cap on LeBron James? Or, hey, Luka's market cap is greater than Zion's market cap. I'll tell you, the first thing I think about when I hear anybody say card market cap, in the back of my head, a little voice says, what is he selling me? What is he going to sell me? Whoever, and just tell me if I'm wrong. You tell me if I'm wrong, but it seems like every person who brings up the sports card market cap is selling me a subscription, a license, something they want me to buy from them because they found a way to make money off this market cap. That maybe is why I get defensive about it. Because then I start thinking to myself, well, I think it's not accurate, right? I mean, a lot of times what it is I think it's, I don't mean this, it's funny. Yesterday I got some great feedback from one of my viewers who said, Ziggy, sometimes you're a little too abrasive. And I do recognize that, right? I do rub people. I mean, I've been banned by people I talk to honestly. I'll call people out. I say what it is. I saw a great video yesterday about Johnny Guns talking about that. I understand, man. I guess I do feel like I have a muzzle that holds back some of that brutal honesty. But when I hear market cap, again, I just think somebody's trying to take money from me. So what I don't like about it, what is a market cap? A market cap is used with stock because what happens is when a stock is traded, a stock's price will go up. It'll go to $25, $26, $27. You want to buy the stock, you're buying at $25. You're buying at the most recent market price, right? If you wanted to buy all the stock that's available, you would buy the entire, you calculate the market cap, how many shares are outstanding, what's the current share price, and that is the market cap of a stock or a company. That's how you determine market cap. And that makes sense because it's stock. It's something that's known, right? There's a known quantity. I think that's very important. To explain. Known quantity is the number one thing I think is important in market cap. There is no known quantity in sports cards, right? Even on those that are numbered, I would argue, I don't like the term market cap, and I'll explain to you why in a second. But there's definitely no base card market cap, right? And here's why. Next part of that is, let's say, for example, I wanted to buy all of the Zions, and let's say there's 1,000 Zions, and their current price is 1,000 per. If I were to buy one, I'd pay $1,000 for it. But if I was going to buy 2 or 3 or 4, am I still going to pay them $1,000 like I would for stock? No, absolutely not, right? Because most time the seller would say, hey, you want to buy 10? I'll give you a deal. You're normally going to find volume discounting as you buy up quantity. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Wrong? And I'll tell you why I say this, because if I think of a sports card, I would say to you, hey, this cup of coffee in my hand, right? Coffee beans right now are, and I'm pulling this out of my ass, coffee beans are $1 a bean. There's 1 billion beans in the world. That means the market cap on coffee is $1 billion. Is that accurate? No, it's not. Right? Couple things. First of all, they're making more coffee beans. Second of all, you're not going to buy all the coffee beans at the most expensive price. And I think that's the most important thing, right? You're not going to buy something, all of the quantity that are available at the most expensive price. And more often, another thing I can't say about the market cap is that it assumes that the next price will be higher, right? It assumes, well, if the market cap is $1,200 per on these Lucas and it's, a $2 billion market cap, that means the next one's going to be $1,250. No, it means that one guy was willing to pay $1,250, but another guy was only willing to pay $1,150. You see what I'm saying here? So when you're trying to apply the rules of a financial market to the rules of what I refer to as a traded commodity, right? And cards, apples, fruit, clothes, it's not the same. It's not the same market cap. Am I wrong on that? Someone check me. Call bullshit. I know you can't do it right now. Leave the comments. Come back. But I do want to hear you. On that. I can't stand when I hear somebody say sports card market cap. And I heard somebody define it the other day in a video where he gets up there and he's blah 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 blah. And all I thought to myself was, well, I won't say what I thought to myself, but the hair in the back of my neck rose up, and I thought, this guy just wants my money. That's all I thought. This guy just wants my money. And I'll just say that over again. Anytime someone's talking about that, they're not there to help you in the card world, right? In fact, here's another example of this. What I realized, there are a lot of different communities in the sports card world, in the YouTube, Instagram, whatever, kind of buddies. Hey, I use this guy. Like example, Brad and Dustin, two guys I like. They do a lot of collaboration. They're very tight together. And they've got a sphere of influence, other people who do content with them or whatever. But then there's other groups, Bench Clear Media, another group, right? But you have these other groups, and I'm not going to mention who they are, but a group of what I refer to as kind of haters. They probably hate on the most people, but they do it indirectly, right? They use memes to do it, or they use other methods to do it. And then my favorite part is, then they say, be positive in the hobby. That is another one that I will say, the hair in the back of my neck stand up. When someone says to you, hey man, I'm all about the positive in the hobby. I don't hate on the hobby. I don't call out the hobby. What that really says to me is that you're just not being honest. You're going to be the type of guy who, if someone's getting beat in the street, you're going to walk by. I don't know, like, you're not going to call out the BS. And what I'm trying to get to the point there, so two things, I guess, in my summary. If someone's talking market cap and someone's talking, oh, I don't like him because he talks too negative, he's not positive, or he's hating on stuff, you got to kind of ask, well, why are you covering up what's going on, right? Why are you so positive? And again, I guess I'll go back to Johnny Gunn's video yesterday. He makes some very good points. Everybody in this hobby is not great, okay? Everybody in this hobby is human, and humans are just as capable as good as bad. Some of the people I've seen in the hobby had problems, and they became really great hobbyists, right? Who got in trouble for, I won't say something horrible, but I don't know, didn't ship a card in a break and had to replace, or something that damage their credit, and then they were able to build it up. They're good people. There are people who go out of their way to help you. But there are a lot of people in this hobby who they will tell you they're good people and they will do anything they can to take a dollar from you. So beware. And that is, again, why my channel, I think I'm so focused on just calling out the bullshit. And I think it started for me back in May. I think it was around the same time last year when I was watching some of the content and my kids were very influenced by it and they wanted to pay for this Patreon channel. They wanted to get, I'm like, no. So that's my rant, I guess, on the market cap method, the market caps, all that market cap garbage. I just don't like it. I could be totally wrong. Again, another thing I'll just point out, again, it's all based on these things, always based on PSA 10s, right? Which is, again, let's be honest, it's just, they're overcracked. Not the 10s are cracked, but the cards getting to the 10s are cracked. PSA pop counts aren't accurate. So using that to calculate a market cap, and again, you show me somebody who's going to buy all the damn cards at the highest price. Let me know who he is, because I got a lot of cards to sell to him at the highest price. And then I'll, I don't know. I just think that's terrible. Okay, enough of my negativity. We're up at about 26 minutes. Again, we will fix things for tomorrow. I hope to get the chat live. And I really do appreciate, man, 16 people, man. That's freaking awesome, man. We're going to keep this thing running. You like me being outside? Is this better than being inside? We might move this around. I will say Friday morning's coming. Going to be live at Target, maybe. I don't know if we're going to do live before, during, after. We'll figure it out. So right now, looks like 8-ish tomorrow. So here's what I'm going to close on. Two things. First of all, correction on yesterday's comment. I made a comment on Top Shot that if you use eBay, you can get banned. That's not exactly accurate. They frown upon it, but they don't actually say they're going to ban you. But what they do say is they can ban you and not tell you why they ban you. So just be good if you're using Top Shot. What are my thoughts on Top Shot? I like it. I wish things were better. I kind of said this in a tweet the other day. Top Shot to me is like that first girlfriend you have that you're intimate with, and you think, man, this is the best thing in the entire world. Oh my God. And then you meet another, lady, and you're not with your first lady, and you do some things with the second lady, like wax and, the Topps NFTs, and you go, holy, there's an auction? And holy, you can trade packs? And oh, I can trade my pack for a garbage pail kid? You start seeing all the things you can do, and you're like, wow, the first girlfriend wasn't all that special. And again, I don't mean it wrong. I still love my first girlfriend. Hey, Top Shot, you got me into the NFTs. I'm not going to lie. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have gotten here. But there's so many things I'd like for you to improve on. And there's so many yellow flags I have about it that I kind of worry. Like, we're still in beta. Can't trade my packs. You're doing repack products, which I absolutely loathe. I mean, the fact that Top Shot is repacking moments that we're going to give you, just absolutely like nails on a chalkboard that I'm supporting this. Ugh. Okay. But I do like Top Shot. I did get into the hustle and flow yesterday. I don't know if I should say this because I don't want my count getting closed down, but I did get a pack. So I'm waiting to see my kids this weekend, and maybe we'll open the pack, or maybe we'll do it online or something like that. My overall portfolio, though, I have been picking up a few moments here and there. And I'll tell you at this point, I'm picking up moments just on the low. And I'm not looking at it as an investment. I'm looking at it as more of like fun to play the game. You have to have so many moments to just kind of get into the game. So I have those moments to qualify myself. Okay, last time comment I'm going to switch over to is Topps NFT. Today is Tuesday, and Tuesday marks the 2-week anniversary, 2 weeks of the Topps NFTs being out. Now, I'll be honest, the market on those has been kind of like, it was like, it's been down. Like right now, it's mainly been down. Not a lot of activity. In fact, there's a chart I use that shows you how many people are buying and selling. It's called cryptoslam.com. Oh, cryptoslam.io, sorry. And it ranks the top in revenue activity. And CryptoPunks has the most sales, but only has 112 buyers. NBA Top Shot has the second most sales, has 23,000 buyers and sellers. Okay. Topps, however, fourth on the list behind Alien Worlds. Only has 1,200 buyers. So the buyer community there is what I'm watching, and it's still very, very small in Topps. So my goal there was to basically get my money back from what I invested in, and then leave the few good moments I have alone and see where they go. Moments, NFTs, whatever they're called. But today is Topps. It's craft day, which means they're going to be dropping the new craft packs. What I like about Topps is that you then struggle to find the moments, the cards, the NFTs that you have, and you can either trade them, sell them, or build a pack. And when they take these moments, NFTs, they burn them, which I like that. They take them out of circulation. As an example, one of the guys pointed out there was, I think, 1,200 of one guy's card burned from Series 1, which means there's only so many sets available left. So I think set collectors in this is a lot of fun to build a set. To build a common set in the NFT set is a lot harder, and I'm sure it's the same thing in the Top Shot world. But I think that's a really good move to make. I think it has a lot of value. Also, in the wax model, you can bundle up a team set, a bunch of rookies. You can bundle those NFTs when you put them on the marketplace, which I think is another amazing, wonderful feature that I hope Dapper looks at, right? That I could bundle up moments and sell them on the marketplace. Okay, we're coming up on my 30 minutes. I really, really appreciate all the support. Everybody tuning in. We're going to keep doing this thing, man. I will be here tomorrow. I don't have any evening content going out. It is Tuesday. I can't think of anybody who's doing anything special tonight. I do expect some content. I know Sports Card Investor drops content. I believe Comeback Card Investor drops content. Dustin, shout out to Dustin at Personal Finance Dad. I believe he's getting over a little cold. I think he's hungover because he had his 40th birthday yesterday. Shout out to Sports Card Investigator. Shout out to Sports Card Analytics. Shout out to who's some other guys? The Card Dojo. Costa Rica Cards. There's just so many great channels out there. Good content being dropped. Take a look at what's happening around there. If you know of other content, again, my channel is all about sharing. Drop a note below. Hey, I'm running a channel. This is what I do. Like I said, I just stumbled across that Card Hedger today. I didn't even know Card Hedger existed. Well, guys, thanks again. Stay safe. Stay healthy. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow with more content. And God, I got to figure out how to do this live thing. I want to be able to post that a video's coming, but then I had to delete that one or start the new live. I don't know what I'm doing.